like I said, so as long as you see the nuts, you definitely are going to want stage. Next card, Gurma 66. It's just a top 5 searcher for a Gurma card. Other than this, the reason it's at 2 is because I just find it as a brick late game. But very, very good card for finding our early pieces. If we don't get stage, you could search with it, find stage. Very good card. Next, we're going to be going to our Foxy package. We are playing 4 Porsche. Porsche, very good. 3-drop, you Negadon, and then search top 5, and you could search Porsche too. The searchers, the targets that we're searching are our 2020 Chopper, and I have a 2K Gina. But this enables us to power out a 4,000 power or less purple card from our hand onto the field. So we could play any of our little babies and do our combo, minusing another down from the babies. Or you could play this card, 2020 Chopper. Chopper is 2, Foxy Pirate. So we could search it up. And on play, if you have equal or less Don, you get a Don back. So very, very good effect. And it being a little chump blocker really, really helps us out too. So we have 4 of those too. And the last card that we could search is just a 2K Gina. Does nothing for our deck because we're not Foxy Pirate leader. But just another heavy loader searchable 2K with Porsche is very, very nice. It did come in clutch today when I played Porsche and searched. So the very, very good Foxy package, and Porsche is an extremely, extremely good card. Helped me out a ton today. Next, we're going to be moving on to our other 6 2Ks. I have 2 Kaya. These were going to be 2 of the searchable Sanji that we got in 07, but now that I've played them, like just playing them flat out, like it is just gas, guys. Like one, you play it on your first turn, like even without stage, you're digging too deep for stage and then trashing your big boys in your hand. Like the bigger Vinsmoke or Gurma characters, like it's just straight up gas. And it's a 2K counter when you need it. It's just super, super good. So I do not personally think I'm going to be playing the Sanji. I think I'm going to stick with the 2 Kayas instead and the 2 Ginas because they are just good. It's just good. Possibly taking out the Gina for the Sanjis might be the better play, though. I might be doing that, but having a searchable Foxy Pirate for Porsche is very good. Our last 4 2Ks, we are playing 10. 2 Kaya, 2 Gina. I believe, yeah. I forget what the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, my bad. We're only playing 8 2K counters. We are just playing, yeah, we're just playing 8 in this deck. We counter out aggressively. We don't really need more than 8. I believe that we are only playing 8. Yes. 4 Sora, and then 2 Kaya, and 2 what's her face? Gina. So Sora, very good card. 1 to play, and then when you're in a pinch, like if you don't have stage or something like that, you can trash a card from your hand. So you're usually trashing a card like the ETG that doesn't have counter or something that you want to get in your trash to enable you to play your baby. But this is good, so you play it out, trash a card from your hand, and then you can get one of the little babies from your trash into your hand. So like if you don't have stage and you're not like searching and stuff like that, or you just don't have another baby in hand and you have something in your trash like a big Reiju that you want to be able to play so you could draw 3 cards, this enables you to play it, get the baby Reiju back from your trash, and then play, so you're able to play the Reiju. I use these very aggressively, actually, when I have a decent sized board and I can do it for each EG. It's a very, very good card. It's searchable. The Vinsmoke family, Gurma, so everything searches it. And it's a 2K counter too. Worst comes to worst, guys. We have 4, like a very, very powerful card, powerful effect here. So we're playing 4 of those too. And the spice of the deck, we have 4 spicy cards, 2 puddings. I was actually playing 3 of them. I went down because I wanted to just add some consistency with the, I think it was with the, I wanted to add the 2 searchable Foxy Pirate leaders, or character Gina, I think. There was a reason I went down. And pudding, just a flat out great card to have in blue. If you're playing blue, you're playing pudding. Like, I don't see decks that don't play pudding. The reason we're playing, the reason we're playing, this is the reason that we're playing 2 of them, guys. Because we are searching and drawing cards so aggressively that we are bound to see one of these eventually. And it's just a great card. Against Black Yellow Luffy, this is basically our win con. And because you keep hitting them and then you just putting them 9 cards in hand, probably devastating for them. Just a great, great card. Worst comes to worst, 2K or 1K counter, guys. Last card in the deck, playing 2 Queen. Queen, it did not come up a ton, and I'm actually thinking about changing them out for Bond Clay. I wanted to try Bond Clay because you could play Bond Clay off of Porsche. But Queen is a very, very, very strong card in this deck. You play her out, block her 5 for 6, and you minus the Dom, and it draws you 2 cards and trashes 1. But with leader effect, it's basically a draw 3, trash 1, guys. Super, super powerful effect. And if you don't have stage and you 1 dice roll, you're on your odd curve, very, very strong card to play on your turn 3. And that's going to be the deck profile, guys. Now into the matchups. My first game was against... Who was my first game against? My first game was against a red-yellow Sabo. It was super, super good game, guys. We went to time, actually. We went to turns. Like I said, MVP of that matchup was the Niji 5-drop. And it was just super clutch for bouncing his Kikonojos. And you have to play flawlessly around red-yellow Sabo's trigger effects. He was playing the Kikus in life. That loop, he was playing the Luffy loop on me. So the way you play against it, I was just building my board out, and it got to a point where I had the Judge in my hand, and we got to play Judge, clear his board, bounce his board, and we won from there on our very last turn. Actually, we swung for game. Our second matchup was against a, what was it? It was a green-yellow Yamato, I believe. It was my cousin. And I got stage turn 1. I searched. I had a Kaya 2K in my hand. We were on our even curve because he's aggressive into me. He wants to go very, very aggro. We searched. We had the option of getting a little baby or a 2K counter, the Sora 2K counter. And the reason why I grabbed the Sora was because I knew he was going to swing 8 on his second turn. He was going to swing load up, swing 8 at face. That's what Yamato does against 4-life leaders, guys. Very, very aggressive. Very, very strong leader against 4-life leaders like Reiju. But what we could do when he swung 8, we countered out with our Kaya and our Sora. Like, just great tempo. And I believe that we had a baby Reiju in hand for our next turn, because I think we only had like 2 or so cards in hand, if I believe. So we countered out very aggressively because he attacked very aggressively. We're able to do that because we can draw so many cards in this deck. That's one of the things I love about it. And so we countered out for 9, I believe, and then it was his turn. He played, I think he played Searchers and stuff like that, and only swung for like 6. Or no, it was our turn, and we drew a crap load of cards off of our Reiju combo, baby, and the big one. And we basically just outgrinded him. I think we had Porsche into Ichiji's. Not 2 of them, only 1, and then we were able to just swarm the board control the board. He's playing the Wano build with the Momonosuke, and we were just able to control the board and swing into life. He did not get any nasty triggers because we were at 4 life. He wasn't able to get his Kikonojos or anything like that. So we got the W there. And right after, I'm like, okay. We actually won by a 1K counter. We only won that game by a 1K counter. He did not have enough counter to counter out of our last attack. We did win by a 1K counter. So very, very close game, very, very competitive game too. Our last matchup, I got done playing my cousin, and the dude sits across from me, and guess what he pulls out, guys? Yep, another red yellow Sabo. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And the other player that was playing was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do this again. And so we played it. His version was very different from the first matchup. It was very trigger heavy, and it did not have as many events as the first player. So we did the same thing. We had a very, very, very strong start. We swarmed the board, and our opponent was on the back foot like most of the game. And we basically just rushed him into oblivion, and we just swarmed the board. We did get stage. There were games, guys, where you don't see stage. It hurts, you know? There was a game, it was against the first red yellow Sabo player. We didn't see stage for half the game. We were playing out cards. We were actually playing out the babies, activating them, going down to Don, putting them in trash, not choosing a target for the big drop, just so we could draw a card off of leader ability and try to draw some gas. And eventually it did draw us the stage that we were able to play at a pivotal point and turn the tide of the game around. So does it feel bad when you don't see stage? Heck yeah, it does, guys. But the deck is so consistent, and it's so synergistic with the other cards that once you get rolling even a little bit, it is very, very strong into the current meta. And that's one of the reasons that I love the deck so much. Except for red, purple, law, of course, guys. Let's not avoid that. But it's not going to stop me from playing the deck. I love it. I love Reiju. We are maining it. I got all the alt arts coming next week. And we were able to go 5-1 today. Our only loss was against a black-yellow Luffy, unfortunately. Like I said, we weren't able to find our big Ichijis. And we did play very optimally, but we just weren't able to get there. We were short by 1 turn. And he got me. And yeah, I think that is going to... Oh, we have the last game against Red Yellow Sabo. My bad, guys. Our last game against Red Yellow Sabo, like I said, we were able to just swarm the board into oblivion and just rush them down. Our opponent was on the back foot. He played down his rush characters. He was swinging, bouncing to life. We were playing around the triggers, attacking in the board, draining his hand, starving him, and we were able to win that way. He did not have a lot of fuel in his hand, and we were playing board. We got really wide, and we were able to go for a game on our final turn. And it was a very, very successful tournament. Not a lot of meta leaders that we faced, but we were able to top locals, going 5-1 today, and I had a lot of fun playing the deck. It is my favorite deck, and I probably won't stop playing it into 08 when we get Black Maria that we were able to use in this too. That's a little bit of the spice, so you can play more towards Judge. And yeah, that's going to be the video, guys. I'm sorry, this is a little unorthodox way of doing it. I don't have the tripod up, but I really wanted to get this out to you guys so that you can maybe play Reiju in the future and hype the deck up, because it's very, very strong into the current meta. And I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and we will be doing another deck breakdown. My dad, PapaDoom, as he's called, went 6-0 today with the yellow Enel leader. Yep, you know him, you love him. And we're going to be doing that deck profile very soon, probably coming out on Monday. So yes, he was very, very successful with it. He basically came out of the tournament saying it was going God mode. So that's a very, very, very spicy deck profile that we're gonna have for you coming Monday. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.